3811 Galvez Street. Another empty building ravaged by Katrina, but spared the wrecking ball. Because 50 years ago, history whistled through these windows.
A token break in the color line. A New Orleans girl goes to school.
Now 56, the memories flow easily for Ruby Bridges, the little girl who integrated William Frantz School, protected by a team of federal marshals.
There was lots of people outside, and they were screaming and shouting, and the police officers, but I thought it was Mardi Gras, you know? I didn't actually know that all of that was there because of me.
Her parents were committed to challenging Jim Crow laws and made the uneasy decision of sending their child daily into the teeth of a hate-filled crowd.
There were days when they would come and they would bring a baby's coffin. And inside this baby's coffin was a black doll. And I used to have nightmares about the coffin.
We don't want the niggas going in that school.
Resistance was ugly, and downtown protests turned violent. White parents scurried to take their children out of the newly integrated schools.
And they went into every classroom and they pulled out every child.
But the next day, one family took a stand.
Simply want the privilege of taking my child to school.
34-year-old Methodist minister Lloyd Foreman was the first to crack that school boycott. He took his 5-year-old daughter Pam and, without federal protection, walked right through that same angry mob.
Why don't you move in a colored quarter?
Days later, a handful of other parents followed Foreman's lead, and the protest began to fade.
Hello.
Now, for the first time in 50 years,
How are you?
Ruby and Pam reunited at Frantz School.
Daddy always called it the longest walk.
Really?
Because in my case, our own white race was against us. I mean, we had bomb threats. We had to move out of the house. It was terrible.
Why do you think your father stood his ground in face of all of that?
Because of his faith in God and his beliefs, that every child, regardless of their race, deserved a right to an education.
Is that your father?
Yeah, that's Daddy.
Reliving their separate but equally painful memories. Pam's father died in 2005.
It makes me wonder.
I know, huh?
The two former schoolmates say times have changed, but the issue remains. By the 1980s, Frantz had become nearly all black. Ruby hopes the school can one day live up to its legacy.
I entered this building to integrate the school. If we are going to get past our racial differences, it's going to come from our kids, but they have to be together to do that.
Michelle Miller, CBS News, New Orleans.